Freemasons Hall. The purpose of today's meeting is to dedicate a memorial stone to Sir Charles Mitchell, who was governor of the Straits Settlements from 1894 to 1899 and District Grand Master of the Eastern Archipelago from 1895 to 1899, to launch a book on his life that was written by Michael Gray here to my right, and to unveil the Masonic Charitable Fund's donations book. Phase 1 of the operation, which is to dedicate the memorial stone that you will see. So with that, I will now hand over to Mike Gray for the dedication of the memorial stone.
Sir Charles Mitchell's early life was as an officer in the Royal Marines, where he served for 15 years. In 1854 to 1855, he was involved in the Crimea War campaign. He ended up in the rank of Lieutenant Colonel. He also had a long and distinguished career in the colonial service, serving Queen Victoria in many countries, including Natal in South Africa, during and after the Zulu Wars, British Honduras, British Guiana, Fiji and Singapore. The Straits magazine, Chinese magazine, wrote in 1898, quoted, Sir Charles Mitchell was a frank, impartial, honest, sincere governor, and the most genial gentleman, and the qualities he eminently possesses are just like those which are required for a proper discharge of the natural duties of a place like the Straits. He never flinched from duty down the disagreement. He was benevolent and firm and decisive. He was in every sense of the word an ideal gentleman. Perhaps one of the best evidences of pioneer. I now invite the worship of his district and master, Dr. Gerard Governor, formally dedicated
Sir David Burton, our Deputy Grand Master, United Grand Lodge of England, Sir Alex Rockman, Deputy High Commissioner, British High Commissioner to Singapore, ladies, gentlemen, and Reverend. We have just heard a short synopsis of the life of Charles Mitchell. We will hear a little bit more later in the comfort of the temple upstairs. But as you know, he has kind of traveled after his demise, various places, and I believe now he has come to his headstone will be placed in his final resting place, which is here. It's now gives me great pleasure to gather with our esteemed members to dedicate today's school. On behalf of the District Grand Lodge of the Eastern Archipelago, I now formally have the pleasure to dedicate this headstone in memory of the life of Sir Charles William Mitchell, Governor of the Straits Settlement from 1894 to 1899, thereafter as the District Grand Master of the District Grand Lodge of the Eastern Archipelago from 1895 to 1899.
And Aaron, when he lighted the lamp, he believed you shall put sweet incense upon them, a perpetual flowering for the Lord, starting the place. Grant, O Most High, that all those who shall pass and gaze upon this memorial may be endued with wisdom to instruct their fellow brethren in all their duties. Sanctify with thy grace all the members of the fraternity who shall walk through the Masonic path of he to whom this memorial is dedicated, so that brotherly love, belief, and truth may ever prevail amongst them, and grant that when the labor of this life is ended, they may leave this earthly abode for thy heavenly temple, there to enjoy light, bliss, and joy forevermore. May the God of our fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, the angel of the everlasting covenant, who hath redeemed us from evil, the Holy One, who sanctifies us, bless, preserve, and keep you evermore. Amen.
This part of the proceedings is a presentation on the book launch that was written by Mike Gray, who is, of course, the architect of all of the proceedings today that relate to Sir Charles Hugh Bullen Mitchell. And with that, I will hand over to Mike to do the presentation.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for attending. I know it's a difficult time, it's a working day, and it's the Singapore school holidays, so a lot of people are away. And Daniel Tan, the Curator of National Museum of Singapore, thank you for the assistance you gave me, pictures, etc. You have a portrait of Swetman in the National Museum, but this portrait you have of Sir Charles Mitchell is in the basement, isn't it? In the storeroom. Yeah, I think well, once you've read the book, I think you will realise. He should be elevated. I explained earlier how I found the letter when I became librarian about this whole headstone thing, and that was a stone that was dumped in the back of the glass. I've been coming out this place for 40 years. I never knew who this guy was. I never heard of him, except his name is on the board at the back there. When he attended Temple, he just sat at the chair on that side of his name. I didn't have a clue who he was, and I thought I'd try and do some research. Well, it caused him a problem actually, because when you non-masons here, when somebody goes to the chair, they have a ceremony of putting him in the chair. But Mitchell hadn't been through a chair. If you hadn't been through a chair, you can't attend the ceremony. So every time they come up to put somebody in a chair, he actually attended a couple of St George. He would have to go and sit outside for about 20 minutes, and then come back in again. You know, the governor, the district master, and the governor of Singapore got chucked out of the lodge room. So I said, a brief summary, because I don't want to do too much, otherwise you won't buy the book. But, who accepted more than one gig. Do you have any idea how they got on it?
I think the answer must be that they both had a certain degree of respect for each other, although they were very different characters. And of course, Swetman had the great advantage over Mitchell in that he outlived Mitchell by a good 50 years. And so he had the last say when history was written.
Why is there no old name after Mitchell?
Well, he probably died too quickly. Actually, there's one road, not another. He named one road. Assistance. And I hope we can get the book down to London actually try and argue. Maybe I can give a talk about it Grand Arctic one time or something like that. Yeah.
Thank you very much. That's really hard.
Of course, we go to my wife who put up Linda. Thank you.
I'm delighted to welcome you to the unveiling of the Masonic Charitable Fund Donations Board. The MCF denotes a milestone in the evolution of Freemasonry in Singapore. Its objective is to provide educational and financial assistance to Singaporean youth from financially disadvantaged backgrounds. To date, we have established endowments totaling 2.8 million, including government matching of 1.5 times, with 4 universities and the Institute of Technical Education. This will yield bursaries in perpetuity from the investment returns of the capital sum. With the 600,000 from the district, we have leveraged that with lodgers' contributions
Mason's contributions and some government matching, the endowments, to create about $3.2 billion worth of endowments and bursaries. And I think that's an important point to highlight.
Chairman, District Grand Master and Patron, ladies, gentlemen and brethren. Thank you, Chairman, for your kind words of welcome, and I'm delighted to be present at the unveiling of the Masonic Charitable Fund Donations Board. Particularly gratifying for me to be here now because I was present 4 years and 1 day ago on the 7th of June 2019 at the announcement of the launch of the Masonic Charitable Fund during Singapore's bicentennial celebrations. I warmly applaud Singapore's Masonic Charitable Fund for your outstanding achievements over a relatively short period of 3 years, and wish them and you continued success through the future. And I shall be very happy when I get back to London to report on the success of the MCF and to point out lessons which we can learn from you here in London. Thank you, Robert.
Originally, the Joseph Yu Foundation was set up by the late Joseph Yu, who was the district headmaster. And the intention then, although it was established in Malaysia, the intention was to take care of the needs, educational needs, both in Malaysia and Singapore. I think for a very short window, you're talking about something like 3 years, just over 3 years, it is a fantastic achievement. I think they all deserve a round of applause. And going forward, and the exciting thing is they have established many bursaries in perpetuity. That makes a world of difference. And secondly, the engagement with the authorities of the government of Singapore has also gone a long, long way. Yep, so the government, at least they now know what this fund is all about, and I can only see this world growing from strength to strength. I thank all the donors for what they have given, and I look forward to the continued support as we move forward. And before I end, let me also very, very quickly, which I should have done earlier, express my gratitude to Mike for the book on Sir Charles Mitchell. Please give him a round of applause. Very hard work on his part, and those who have assisted him for a period of over 3 years. You can see the results of that hard work. Thank you, Mike, for that. And ladies, brethren, gentlemen, thank you all once again for joining us in this occasion. Thank you.